Hey everyone. So in videos I've done before, I've mentioned something about the World Cup. Of course, when everyone hears World Cup, first thing you think of is soccer. But as I've said before, there is actually a World Cup for darts. Now, just like in soccer, teams from countries all over the world come together to compete for gold, silver, and bronze medals. Just recently, this Darts World Cup was held in Denmark. Over 50 countries attended, making it one of the largest World Cups ever. Each team gets to send 4 men, 4 women, and 4 youth to compete in this event. The United States sent the full team this year, which I am lucky enough to have once again been a part of. So since I made the team, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what this experience is like. And I gotta say, for me, there's nothing else like it. So the first really cool thing about the World Cup is, well, the travel. I've been very fortunate, to make the team before, and I've traveled to so many countries I never would have been able to afford on my own. Through this competition, I've been to Ireland, Turkey, Romania, Newfoundland, Canada, Japan, and now Denmark. It's hard to believe that I've been to all these cool places just because of darts. And I have to give a special shout out to the American Darts Organization, who funds all of these trips for the players and the team managers. For those that don't know, the American Darts Organization, the ADO, is the longest running darts organization in the United States. They've been around since 1975. They are affiliated with the World Darts Federation, the WDF, and that's the organization that puts the World Cup together. This event occurs every 2 years. So from New York, it's about a 7-hour flight to Copenhagen. The next morning, we arrive in Copenhagen. Lots of wind turbines. Really quiet airport, nothing like America. Grabbed a train ticket to catch the train to Esbjerg, which is about a 3-hour train ride from there. Finally, we made it to Esbjerg. I did decide to get there a few days early before the World Cup started, just so I could get acclimated to the time change. Denmark is 6 hours ahead of East Coast time, so it was a bit of an adjustment. I also got a chance to check out the place. Visited a few pubs, found a few with some dartboards even, which was a bonus, and had some really good food. And of course, we got to walk around town a bit too. Most of my teammates arrived early as well, which made it even more fun. We even got to work on, a few team building exercises. A few of us went outside of town to check out a local dart club. Really cool setup, some really nice people there, that was fun. And another night, we got complimentary tickets to a hockey game, where we watched the local team, the Esbjerg Energy, win 6-2. It was hard to believe that the very next day, this space would be transformed into our dart hall for the week. So the World Cup officially begins with an opening ceremony, kind of like the Olympics, where each country is introduced and takes the stage. This is us getting ready to take the stage. The announcer acknowledged that it was my 6th World Cup. It almost doesn't even seem real that I've represented the US 6 times in this event, dating all the way back to 2011. It really is a huge honor for me. So after the procession of all of the teams and a little local entertainment, the darts start flying the next morning. Now it gets real. So this is what the ice rink looked like the next day. Teams set up their home base for the day at these tables over here. That's where we go between matches, to regroup and check in on everybody else. The other side of the venue is strictly darts. There are also some practice boards up here to warm up on before your match. At this event, as with most world competitions, the game exclusively played is 501, straight in, double out. And this is basically, the only game that's played at this level, as opposed to tournaments in the US, where they usually have a cricket event and maybe even a double in, double out version of 01. But World Cup, it's 501 all day. The events at the World Cup for the adults are men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and then there's also a women's team event and a men's team event. The youth play a slightly different format since there are only 2 boys and 2 girls per team. So the first event for the women at this World Cup turned out to be ladies singles. This event is a straight knockout event, best of 7 legs. So basically, you win your match, you keep playing, you lose, and you're done for the day. To be honest, it's really not the easiest event to start your World Cup experience with. But anyway, once the bracket is published, I see that my first match is against Rhiannon O'Sullivan from Wales. She's currently ranked number 5 in the world in the WDF ranking tables. And she's a very experienced, very good player. So, I know I've got my hands full. Here's how game 1 went. What we're looking at is the stats sheet from Dart Connect, the scoring system that the World Cup used for the event. So, Rhiannon opens with a 180, followed by 2 tons and a 96. So, yeah, after 12 darts, she is at 25. And I'm still back at 180 points. But, she misses a few times on her double, so I actually get a shot at the out and take the first leg. Second leg, she throws an 88 average and does not miss her out. I was still back at 176 when she took that leg. Third leg, she hits her second 180, but somehow I managed to steal that leg from her too. So here I am, up 2-1, just trying to hold my nerve. Then, I don't know what happened. I mean, my scoring just disappeared. It certainly wasn't matching hers, and she wasn't missing her doubles anymore. She beats me 4-2 with her 3 180s. So for me, the World Cup singles event is over in 19 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I try to look at the bright side of it. I beat her in 2 of the 3 legs that she shot 180s in. So that's pretty cool, but overall, I know I didn't shoot my best, and I guess that's what probably hurt the most. So now all I can do for the rest of the day is be there for my teammates and cheer them on. Marlies from Cleveland went 1 round further than me before losing a close match in the second round. Carolyn from Massachusetts, she made it to the top 64, and Paula from Florida did the best on the day, making it to top 16. Nice job, Paula. So it's on to the next day. We play the ladies team event next, which is my favorite. It's just such a fun format. You basically play 1-on-1 versus each player of the opposing team in a 1-leg game. Your team gets a point for each win. So you keep playing, you rotate through your 4-player lineup until one team reaches 9 points. The first day is the group stage, much like soccer, the Soccer World Cup. So you play everyone in that section, and then the 2 teams with the most wins advances to a knockout round on Friday. So we came out of our section second place. Our only loss was to a very tough Sweden team. So we went on to play our knockout round on Friday. This was versus Switzerland. It was a really tough match, but we pulled out a close one, 9-7. So we were on to the top 8, where we meet England. To me, this is kind of like playing an all-star team. Bo Greaves, Dita Hedman, Lorraine Winstanley, and Claire Brookings. This is a really solid and very experienced team. So my first match is to play Bo. She shoots 100 average, decent. And I lose that one shooting a 77. I did win my next leg against one of my idols, Dita Hedman, which that's, really was a big moment for me. I shot a 75 average there. I then lost to Lorraine Winstanley, who shot a 94 average. I felt like we really gave it our all as a team, but England did get to the required 9 wins needed to advance, and we were still sitting at 3. So it was a top 8 finish for us, which is good, but I know we all wanted more than that. On Thursday, Marlies and I were paired up for ladies doubles. We lost in a last leg decider to a really tough Hungary team who had high checkouts of 120 and 158. Paula and Carolyn also lost the same round, After beating Japan, they lost to Slovakia in the top 64. So on the men's side of the competition, in singles, Danny Lauby from Indiana finished in the top 32. Joe Chaney from Tennessee finished in the last 128, but he did have a massive win over Scotty Mitchell, previous World Cup singles and Lakeside champion. Robbie Phillips from North Carolina made it to top 64, and Bruce Robbins from Massachusetts made it the furthest to top 8. Nice run, Bruce. For the men's team, they finished top 16, losing to a close match to the Czech Republic. For the youth, it was a new experience for all of us, as it was the very first time the U.S. sent a youth team to the World Cup. Their events were mixed doubles, boys and girls doubles, and singles. The best finish for the youth was Caden and Seth in boys doubles. They got to top 8, losing a really close match with Australia. The girls, Kelly May and Cindy, didn't make it as far, but you know, they really held their own in their matches. Considering it was their very first dart trip of this magnitude, I thought they did great. Overall, win or lose, all of the youth seemed to do it with grace, you know, and I was really proud of all of them. And, you know, moving forward, it's such a great start towards growing the youth program. And, you know, the earlier we can get them involved at this level, the more success they're sure to have. You know, let's face it, this is the future of American darts, and I think it looks pretty bright. Overall, you know, even though we didn't get the results we were hoping for, it was still an amazing experience. You know, I know all of us were really proud and honored to put on the USA jersey and represent our country. Every World Cup for me, you know, has truly been like a career highlight, and I'm just really thankful for the amazing experience and opportunity that we were given. Now that you've seen what the World Cup is all about, you're going to have to tune in my next video, because in that one, I'm going to basically unravel the mystery of how you can qualify for the next World Cup team. In addition to that, I'm going to explain the entire ADO National Playoff Program, how it works, and how you can qualify to play in the upcoming Nationals in Las Vegas. So, thanks everyone for watching to the end of this sort of long video. I know it was longer than most of my videos, so I do appreciate you sticking it out with me.